Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Simulator 2021 video. In this video I'm going to be taking a Southern Class 377 EMU on the West Coast Main Line South route. I'm going to be doing a scenario 2M23 East Croydon to Milton Keynes Central. I've done this one before, I got a gold star. I don't remember that much about it, so it should be quite new, but I do remember a few things. So the description is: enter London Midland territory, driving a Southern Class 377 EMU. It's one of the hourly trains linking East Croydon, Clapham Junction and Kensington Olympia with Milton Keynes Central. So, let's get started. Okay, let me just pause that. Good morning, driver. You're about to join the West Coast Main Line via the West London Relief Lines to Sudbury Junction and then on to Wembley Central, your first stop in LMS territory. Get ready to depart as soon as the signal clears. Let's put that back into neutral. Let's turn on the wipers because it's raining quite a lot. And let's turn this on to day running. And I'll see you guys when this signal clears. Okay, the signal has now cleared, so let's just get going. Oh, we have got 15 limit coming up. Or maybe not actually. I know there was one when I was there, I'm not really sure what happened to it. But I guess we're just running at 40 limit then. Now we will go underneath the slow lines and the fast lines and then join back up with the slow lines on the right hand side in a moment. I haven't done any train sim videos in quite a while now, just because I haven't really been playing the game much recently. When I play it lots, obviously I make more videos on it, just because I'm enjoying it more at the time. I'm not saying I'm not enjoying it right now, but I haven't actually played it in quite a few weeks. I've got a 20 limit coming up, I'm going to start slowing down for that. And yeah, another thing I wanted to say is if you guys do have any routes you want to see me do, or any trains you want to see me drive, do just tell me, because the reason why I'm driving this route is because quite a few people did request that I do the West Coast Main Line South. So I decided that should probably be the next one I do on Train Simulator. And I'm just going to make this 20 limit. That was basically perfect. We're not going to have a really steep upward gradient in a second. We have got a few double yellows, but hopefully it'll clear soon. And the speed limit is about to go back up to 40. Okay, let's start speeding up for that. And now we'll start slowing down for this 15 limit. And we have got a yellow coming up, but that won't affect us because we're slowing down anyway. just going to coast at 20 for a bit because there's no point in instantly slowing all the way down to 15. And now I'll continue to slow down. By the way, for all you guys who are interested, today we will be calling at Wembley Central, Harrow and Wealdstone, Watford Junction, Hemel, Hempstead, Berkhamsted, Tring, Leighton, Buzzard, Bletchley and Milton Keynes Central. Well, I think I do put all the calling points in the description of the videos. So you probably can just check there. If I'm not sure, that might be in my real life journey videos. Anyway, here's an Avanti West Coast class 390. And the speed limit's gone up to 90 now, so we can start speeding up for that. We've got about 0.8 miles to go until we get to Wembley Central, which will be our first stop. And I'm going to start slowing down for Wembley Central at 0.3 miles away. Get use step 2 braking for that. And that should give us enough time to slow down. Actually, I think we've slowed down a bit too early, so I'm just going to bring it up to step 1. And I have got to look out for where we're meant to stop here. I think we'll just have to stop at the end because that's the only stop sign I can see, which is the S. So we'll try and stop at the end of a platform. And that should just about be the right place. And I'll see you guys when we depart. Okay, so let's now get ready to depart away from Wembley Central. Our next stop will be Harrow and Wealdstone. Harrow and Wealdstone is another station which I do want to try and go to in the future. I'm not sure when that'll be. Could be this year, maybe next year. Maybe not even then. Well, I'd hope I could do it next year at least. In fact, there are quite a lot of the DC line stations that I do want to try and do. Hopefully this year. And now here's the Southern Class 377 that's about to pass us. Presumably going from Milton Keynes Central to East Croydon. And we're now passing by North Wembley. And we're now passing a London Overground Class 378. And we're now passing by South Kenton. South Kenton's another station which I definitely am going to try and go to this year. Looks very good. I mean, obviously you've got the Bakerloo line in addition to obviously the Overground, Southern, London Northwestern, Freight, Avanti. Loads of different stuff that you'll catch there. Definitely looks like a very good station. This footbridge here I have actually been train spotting at before. It's quite a good footbridge. And then here's some more London Northwestern Railway 350s. well, technically London Midland 350s, but I'm just gonna probably call them London Northwestern. I'm not really sure why Train Simulator put in London Midland 350s. Anyway, we're now passing by Kenton. I would presume that it would be because they probably like couldn't get the license or something, so they had to put in London Midland, which obviously they already have in like Trent Valley Line. And this is this bridge at Kenton, which I have got train spotting at quite a few times as well. I'm going to start slowing down now for Harrow and Wealdstone. I think I've just about slowed down at the right time. Maybe a bit early actually, so let's just put us into step 1. That doesn't really matter if you slow down just a slight bit early. So yeah, I probably could have made that if I slowed down like 0.7, so I'll probably try that next time, but I'm travelling at around 90. And now let me look out for if there's any kind of stop sign. Doesn't look like it. I'm going to presume then we're meant to stop at the end of a platform. Oh, never mind, we're meant to stop here. Well, obviously I'm going to overshoot that bit, because I didn't really know that was there. But at least we actually stopped in a platform. Yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm going to stand if I do ever go to Harrow and Wealdstone. Probably at platform on the left or the platform to the right. Probably the one on the right, because then you do get a view of basically every line. Well, not very close up view, so maybe the left one would be better. I don't really know. If I ever go there, we'll definitely think about it a bit more thoroughly. But anyway, our next stop will be Watford Junction in around 5 miles. And we are now about to pass by Headstone Lane, which is definitely a station where I'm probably going to try not to go to unless I'm there for some reason and just have nothing else to do. Definitely not a station I'm particularly going to want to go to. I mean, those ones with gates like Kenton, Headstone Lane, I think Hatch End is the same as well. They're really annoying, to be honest. South Hempstead though does have one of those gate things, and I was considering going there because you do obviously have a Chiltern main line passing overhead, so it would be quite a good spot to go to, but I'm not sure if I will ever end up going there. And we are now passing by Hatch End. And obviously you can see some abandoned platforms at Hatch End. I'm not really sure why they're there, to be honest, because those are for the fast line. And obviously fast line trains wouldn't have stopped there at any time, I'm sure. So I don't really know why it doesn't have like slow line platforms or something, or maybe it did, and they're just abandoned. Maybe it was more of a station like Harrow and Wealdstone where there were platforms for all the lines. I don't really know, to be honest. And we are now passing, well, overtaking London Overground Class 378. We have also got a 90 limit coming up. And now we're passing by Carpenter's Park, which is another station I would happily go to at some point. Actually, I'm not going to start slowing down yet. Start slowing down now. And there to our right are some London Northwestern Railway 350s. And yeah, I know they're technically London Midland. I'm just going to keep calling them London Northwestern, just because I'm more used to it. And really they should be, so. I've got an 80 limit coming up. Okay, let's start slowing down for that now. Actually, I might be able to make it step 1. Probably not. Let's slow down a bit quicker than that. And we're now passing by Bushy. That might have been a bit risky actually there, slowing down that late. Might try and slow down a bit earlier next time. Anyway, here's some more London Northwestern Railway Class 350s. And we are now 1 mile away from Watford Junction. I'm trying to think when I should start slowing down. I think I'll probably slow down at 0.6, which should give me enough time. Actually, I'm going to start slowing down now just to be safe. Doesn't matter too much if I'm slightly too quick coming in. Well, actually, I'm going to bring it down to step 1 for now. I think that was going to bring us in slightly too slow. Obviously, we don't want to be thundering in, but we also don't want to be absolutely crawling in. And there is a London Overground Class 378 departing Watford Junction, bound for London Euston. And I think I'm going to slow down to step 2 now, because we were coming in a bit too fast, I think. And I presume at Watford Junction there are some stop signs. Maybe not. I think there are, because I can see a 12 one there, so I'm going to presume there's some kind of 4 one, which is obviously what we're looking out for. Yes, there will be, because there's an 8 one. Here's our 4 one. Just slow down for that. Might slow down just a bit too quick, actually. And there we go. As an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino passes. Okay, so departing Watford Junction, our next stop will be Hemel Hempstead in 7 miles. And the speed limit has just gone back up to 90, but that really won't affect us at the moment. And now the speed limit's gone back down to 75, which might affect us a bit. Actually, probably not, because it's just about to go back up to 90. And we are about to go into, well, I don't really know what these tunnels are called. Maybe like Watford tunnels, Watford North tunnels. Probably something like that. I don't actually know what they're called though. And also, if you guys do want to see me doing the Train Sim World 2 Brighton Mainline Rush Hour route, which will be coming out sometime in the summer, do tell me, because I probably will get that when it first releases, because that does look like a really good route. And obviously the Train Simulator version is, well, one of my favourite routes, so I'm not really going to pass up a Trains in World 2 version, which, well, in theory should be better, but I'm not sure if it actually will be. I mean, quite a lot of the Trains in World 2 versions routes are actually quite a lot worse than the Trains in versions. But I'd hope it'd be better, although it's going to be very hard to be better than the, well, for the Trains version. And there's a Freightliner Class 66. And speed limit has just gone back up to 90 right now, so I can start speeding up for that. Here's an Avanti West Coast pairing of Class 2 to 1 Superforgers. I do really like the real life Avanti livery for the Superforgers. I actually didn't really think they'd get one since they're going quite soon for the new 800s, but I mean, I really appreciate them actually giving them one. Same thing goes for East Midlands Railway. I didn't really expect a new HST livery, but they did get a few, although most of them didn't actually get painted in it, because obviously most of them were going basically as soon as they took over. Not quite the same for Avanti, although most of the 2 to 1s will be going quite soon, I think. I don't actually know when. I'm feeling it might be like 2023 that the high torch units come in, or maybe 2024. Anyway, that was King's Langley that we just passed. And speed limit is about to go up to 100 miles per hour, so we can start to speed up a bit more. And the speed limit is going to go down to 90 quite soon, and I probably will have sped up to 90 by then, so I'm not sure if I actually have to do any slowing down. Might just have to stay at 90. And we're now passing by Apsley, and yeah, I will just stay at around 90. Did go to Apsley, I think, about a month ago now. It was a really good station, so I'll definitely go back there sometime. And I'm going to slow down for Hemel Hempstead at 0.7 miles away. Just because last time when I was around 90, when I was slowing down for, I think it was Harrow and Wealdstone, I did come in a bit early when I slowed down at 0.8. So let's see if this is fine. Hopefully I won't end up overshooting it, although I'm sure I won't. And if I do, I can just go down to step 3, although I like to stay at step 2, because I don't really know what drivers use in real life, but I feel like I don't just straight up like full throttle it in full service, because I feel like that would, well, I mean, it's I'm very early if that was the case, so I'm pretty sure they don't, so I try and use step 2 at the most, but I might actually have to use step 3 here. Don't think so, actually. No, we're going to be fine. Actually, I think I've slowed down a bit too early again. Here's some more London Northwestern Railway 350s. Okay, do we have a forecast stop sign? I'm going to presume we do, because basically all the other stations we came into so far have. Yes, we do, okay. Let's slow down in step 2, because we might otherwise overshoot that a bit. We could probably do this at step 1. Okay, and that's probably just about fine. Okay, so departing away from Hemel Hempstead, our next stop will be Berkhamsted in about 3.5 miles. And also, I have got on the Chiltern mainline route, so if you guys do want to see some routes on that, I will happily do some. Although I can't really figure out how to make the Mark freeze load on the Class 68. So I know a lot of people have had that problem. If any of you guys do know how to fix that, I would appreciate it. And now I could actually do some routes with the Mark freeze. Unless you guys do just literally want to see a Class 68 and just imagine that the Mark freeze are there. Which probably won't be too bad actually. I mean, if I don't go out to train, you wouldn't really notice much. Although it's still not very good. I'm quite angry about that, to be honest. But apart from that, it's quite a good route, although it is very laggy at some points. But it is a very big route, in fact, probably one of the biggest in Train Sim. It is a route that probably would be good if they bring it over to Train Sim World 2, so then it wouldn't be as laggy. Could make the Mark freeze load. Yeah, it would be a lot better. Here's an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino. And also, if any of you do know any like locos I can add to some of these routes, do tell me, because I'm not really sure how the whole loco thing works, to be honest. Because, like, for example, what I don't know is whether, for example, if I bought the cross-country Class 220, if that's a loco which you would buy, I think it is. I don't know if that would, like, work on my Chiltern mainline route. I mean, you presume it would, but I mean, I've never actually seen anyone with those, but I haven't really watched many videos in the Chiltern mainline. So I don't really know, and actually I should be paying attention, because I should probably start slowing down now. I might slow down a bit too early, let's just put in step 1 for a bit. Now we'll slow down a bit more. I'm just going to put this into step 1 for a bit. Actually, I probably should put this into step 2. He might come in a bit too fast if I don't. Oh yeah, actually, it might come in a bit too fast. Actually, no, we're going to be just about fine. But that was actually quite close. So I think, yeah, 0.7 is just about right for if you want to slow down from that kind of speed. There's a 5-car stop sign here, so I guess I'll slow down for that. I don't know if I missed the 4-car, whether there just wasn't one. But we'll just stop for this. Okay, so departing Berkhamsted, our next stop will be Tring in 3.6 miles. I will definitely be returning to Tring before the end of this year, I hope. Last time I went there was a really good station, although it was very rainy. Video kind of went a bit wrong towards the end, but was still quite fun. Saw quite a few things there which were quite interesting. So we'll definitely be trying to return to Tring. In fact, pretty much all the stations between Wolverton and Watford Junction I will probably be returning to sometime this year, if I haven't already. And see if it goes for the East Coast mainline kinda, because I probably will do all the stations between Stevenage and probably Sandy, maybe a bit further. If I'm not sure if I will do Stevenage, I hope I will. But it's quite a hard station to do for me, although it is a really good station. But I do want to try and go there on a day which isn't a Sunday, because last time I went there it was a Sunday. Here's another Southern Class 377. And obviously if I don't go there on a Sunday, it probably would be a lot busier. I mean, it would be even better if I could do a rush hour video now, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm about to start slowing down for Tring. Okay, I'm going to start slowing down now. And I think I might have slowed down a bit too soon again. Actually, maybe not. No, actually, I don't think I have. Actually, I think 0.7 is basically perfect. I mean, I have to stop slowing down a bit, but it's pretty much right. Yeah, I don't think you can really get much better than this. It doesn't really look like there's any stop signs here at Tring. I don't think there are, so I guess we'll just stop at the end of a platform then. Oh wait, never mind, there's one. Probably should have slowed down a bit earlier in case there was one there. Would be useful if they did what they did in Train Sim World, where you can see exactly where to stop without actually having to look out for the stop sign. Okay, so departing away from Tring, our next stop will be Leighton Buzzard in 8.5 miles. And we are now passing some London Northwestern Railway Class 350s. It looks like we might actually be able to go a bit above 90 for once. I think the fastest we have really gone this journey so far is 90. And we are now about to get to 91. There we go. I think that's the fastest we've gone so far. Maybe we can get to 100 before the speed limit goes down. I don't really know when it goes down. If I presume it does go down before Leighton Buzzard. We are now about to pass by Cheddington. Let me see if I can just quickly go along here and go to where I usually stand, which is around here. Just watch as we do speed on through. For all of you who are interested, we're 377-215. You're not gonna lie, I'm really surprised of how dark it is, because this is meant to be 10:41. I presume it's 10:41 in the morning. So I'm pretty sure Train Sim uses 24-hour clock. I mean, if it's not, that's a bit annoying, because that means I've been on day running the whole time when it's night. But it's very dark for 10 in the morning. It must be maybe like, well, probably like winter. Or maybe it's just a very bad day. It looks like we don't actually have any speed changes before we get to Leighton Buzzard, so we will be able to go at 100 the whole way. But there is a 90 limit after Leighton Buzzard, but that won't affect us. So I think I'll slow down for Leighton Buzzard at 0.8, because obviously we've been slowing down at 0.7 when we've been going at 90. 0.8 should be fine, although it might be a bit close, but I can always slow down to step 3 if it's too dangerous. Well, not really dangerous, but I'm just being close for us overshooting. Let's just see how this goes. Oh, actually, this might be a bit close. I might actually have to use step 3. Probably not, actually. Let's take a look also and see if we can spot any kind of stop signs. Doesn't look like it. Actually, we might come in a bit fast. No, we have just came in at 30. Do we have... Well, there's a 5-car stop sign down there. So I guess we'll try and stop for that. We are going to have a Freightliner class 66 pass. Oh no, never mind, the 4-car stop sign's here. I think I overshot that a bit, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so departing Leighton Buzzard, our next stop will be Bletchley in 6.5 miles. By the way, obviously it does say 6.47 miles, but I'm just rounding it. And we are now going through old Lindsley tunnels. And soon we are going to pass by Lindsley, which obviously I've gone train spotting at lots of times. It's a very good spot. I'm sure quite a few of you guys watching this video probably have gone there as well. And just about behind those trees is where most people stand, I think. Well, some people probably stand towards this bridge kind of area, but I don't think many people actually use the bridge, because obviously you get a better view from the fence. And also, I think by the time that this video goes out, my video Athletic will have came out. And if you guys haven't checked that out, you might want to, because I did film the final East Midlands Railway HST from London in that one. Well, actually, just the final East Midlands Railway HST. I think that I will have posted that by the time this video comes out. Anyway, here's some Avanti West Coast 2-to-1s. If I haven't, I'll probably be posting it very soon. Although if you guys didn't know, I post a trains out video every Saturday and usually every Tuesday, and then these videos usually get posted on Thursdays and maybe other days depending on how many videos I have. Depends on quite a few things, but yeah, my main two upload days are Saturday, Tuesday, and then I guess you could include Thursday, but there's not always video on Thursday. In fact, usually there isn't. Anyway, here's some London Northwestern Railway 350s. And we have got a 90 limit, which I'm going to start slowing down for now. Just going to use step 1 braking, which should be fine. Yeah, surprisingly, I have never actually been on these southern trains on the West Coast Main Line. Probably is a journey I should try and do sometime. Although, most times now, I don't think they actually go all the way down to East Croydon. I think they usually do Clapham Junction to Milton Keynes now. Not sure if that's true. Well, I usually go train spotting on the weekend, so I usually only see them between Clapham Junction and Watford Junction. But I think on weekdays now they do Milton Keynes to Clapham. Although I might be wrong, they might still go down to East Croydon. And I've said that a bit too early here, so I'm just going to put it into step 1. And overhead you can see the line which they're building. I think it's from like Oxford to somewhere on the East Coast Main Line. Actually, I think it might go all the way to Cambridge, actually. Not sure when that's going to be complete. I mean, they've been building it for quite a while now. If it's anything like Crossrail, it might be quite a while until they complete it. Okay, so our final stop will be Milton Keynes Central in about 3 miles. They do usually keep some class 319s over to our right, which I do see when I pass Bletchley, or stop there depending. There are some Avanti West Coast class 221 supervisors passing by now. And here's some London Northwestern Railway class 350. Presumably a pairing. I think we've always seen pairings. Maybe they've put all the trains on this line as pairings. I don't really know. Or maybe it's just because it's a particular day, like a Sunday or a Saturday. I don't really know. And the speed limit is about to go up to 100 miles per hour, but I don't think that's probably going to affect us much. At least not for the moment. We will have a 40 limit coming up, and a 25 limit outside of Milton Keynes Central. It's kind of hard to see how far away they actually are, because the 25 limit's kind of blocking the 45. We have got a double yellow, but that will just be for Milton Keynes Central, so that's fine. I'll probably try to slow down when I'm about 0.7 miles away, but it's going to be quite hard to actually figure out where that is. Yeah, I'm going to start slowing down now and hope that's about the right area. I mean, it won't really matter if we come in a bit early at 40, which probably will be what happens, although that is kind of what we want, just not too early. Yeah, it looks like we might come in a bit too slow, so let's just slow down a bit now. I'm just going to use step 1 for now. Actually, we have got a 25 limit coming up quite soon, so we'll bring us down to step 2. So let's just stay at 25 now and arrive into our final stop at Milton Keynes Central. And I'm pretty sure we stop at the end of this platform, so I think this is the terminating one. Yeah, 2A. So that's, oh my god, I didn't realise it was that close. Let's not end this by crashing into the buffers. That probably would be a pretty bad way to end it. I'll come in quite quick. Let's just slow down a bit. And that's pretty good. And I'll see you guys when we've ended the scenario. And actually, I have just realised I think I should turn the lights off. And what was the other thing I did? Oh yeah, windscreen wipers. I honestly can't remember how to turn them off, so I guess they're just going to stay like that, to be honest. That's just tough. Okay, good work, driver. Have a well-deserved rest before making your way back to East Croydon. Obviously, we don't actually do that part in the scenario, but in real life you probably would have to. So, we did get a gold star. Apparently we were late to Tring and Bletchley. I'm not too surprised actually, because I've been trying to do the step 2 braking thing. So we'll obviously make it a bit harder, and I have to try and use step 2 and step 1 braking. But I think it makes it a bit more interesting, even if I'm a bit late. But anyway, so if you guys did enjoy, please make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you wish, and I'll try to respond to it. And join my Discord server if you want to talk to me and my fans. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.